fast tortoise in the show, drinking coffee, wishing you all well, because life is swell. Super fast tortoise. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends have been the senses. Let's get up, it's senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Hey, everybody. Forgot my camera was off.
Oh, we can see you got coffee delivery time. Coffee delivery time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy day after Thanksgiving Day, everybody. Hope your Thanksgiving was wonderful with family, with friends, with somebody you love. Hope it was a great day and had some good food, some good chow. Yes.
Yeah, I ate too much and I still got some leftovers to eat. It's always good.
How do you get leftovers? I mean, you can close down a buffet.
Well, I had to leave some leftovers for the women to eat. Yep. Now it's just we have after our Thanksgiving, what we have a race to who can get to the refrigerator first to get the food.
Ah, wow. Sounds like a cheaty face plan.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, man, I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful time. It is Friday. Friday. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It is a wonderful Friday. And it's a good Friday because now it's Black Friday. Now everybody can go out and spend their money at the stores getting Christmas presents.
I think I'll just stay home for that.
Well, think about it. Christmas is creeping up on you.
Yeah, it is. Very true.
Christmas is creeping up on you. Holy cow, my friends. We got 1 month till Christmas, basically. Well,
yeah.
You guys excited for that?
Can't believe this year is already almost over.
This year is almost over. Because after Christmas, you got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yeah.
But we got to get to Christmas first. Let's not skip any holidays. Let's not be irrational, okay? Let's not be irrational. Let's get through our holidays first. True. Maybe we need to add an extra holiday somewhere. I don't know. Maybe we'll have Hillbilly Day.
Well, they already got that in Kentucky, or in the eastern part of Kentucky.
Right.
That happens, I think, in either spring or fall one.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking Hillbilly Day would be on the first snowfall of every winter. You go out streaking.
You're saying that?
That's funny. No, okay, everybody. I'm joking. Let's not go streaking.
Right.
Keep your clothes.
Unless you want a free kite. A free kite. You can always free check-in at the Crossbar Motel.
Free kites. Free kite and 3 hots. That's what they call them.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think I want those.
I don't want those either. I like my living situation quite well.
Me too.
You too, for sure. For sure. So, how you doing? We got a TCG dude in chat. Hello, TCG dude. What's up? Let's go. It's like, good morning, doo-doo. That's right. I had a Mountain Dew yesterday with my meal. Well, it's pretty good. And we got Coke Zeros just chilling in the house. Coke Zero. Coke Zero. This episode's officially not sponsored by Coke Zero. No. But yeah. Whew, my brain. Like yesterday was a full day. We woke up in the morning and started working on dinner stuff and working on other things and make sure all the food is being prepped for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And whew.
Takes a long day and serve yourself to that time. That way you can eat all the food.
That's right, dudes. But yeah, so that was a good day. We watched this episode of It, which, there's just certain scenes in there I have to look away because I just can't handle some of the horror in that show. Then we watched the second episode of Stranger Things, season 5, I believe it is. It's crazy.
Go.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I don't remember what I watched yesterday.
Well, I believe it.
I know I did watch a little bit of YouTube, though.
I can tell you what you didn't watch yesterday.
This show?
No, you didn't watch your weight.
Very true. Very true.
You were eating and eating. I mean, there was a point yesterday. Hillbilly called me. He's like, "Do you got food at your house?" I think I just ate everything.
That's for later.
That's funny. But anyways, it's just Hillbilly and I today. We don't have no Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, where'd you go?
Mr. Lone Wolf.
Yeah, Lone Wolf. Just chilling. The TCGdudes just chilling and chat like a champ. But hey, like all things come to an end, we got to get to a certain part of the day, and that is
Card of the Day.
Woo!
Ooh.
Card of the day is Child of Laura. It costs Wooburn, white, blue, black, red, green for a 6/6 legendary creature avatar. This could be your commander. This is when Child of Laura is put into your graveyard from play. Destroy all non-land permanents. They cannot be regenerated.
Nice. Board wipe on a creature.
That's right. And the picture's kind of creepy too. It's like a baby with like a bone arm and swimming in the dust and it's about to explode.
That is a little creepy.
There's a whole story behind it. If you follow Nicol Bolas' story, you'll find this in the Shards of Laura Conflicts block. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. This is a real Magic card, my friends. Before Secret Layers, we were putting some weird art on cards.
Wow.
Yep. And it's a board wipe on a stick. Not exactly the same kind of board wipe shenanigans that Lone Wolf had the other day.
Really?
I was insane in the membrane, insane, got no brain.
It was pretty insane.
Yeah, it was, but that's the card of the day, my friends. With that, we're going to get to the picture of the day. This is me after Thanksgiving dinner. The picture gets funnier the more you look at it.
Wow.
It's like a pudgy Play-Doh body, like a doughy body. It's all fat and stuffed, and yeah, there you go. There we go. Just stare at it. Sorry, I'm laughing at the picture because it's just hilarious. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, it is crazy looking picture though.
Right, it is crazy. It is crazy. It's funny.
Yep.
He's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. And it's like Cartman with the Ninja Turtles. Looks about right. That's right. All right. Oh. TCGdude says you can hop on if you want. There we go. But yeah, my friends, is a picture of the day.
Nice.
Oh, that was a hilarious picture.
Yep.
I like that. It was one of those times where the prompt came out perfect.
Wow.
Like I put a fat stuffed Ninja Turtle in the prompt, and that's what it came up with.
Huh.
Pretty awesome.
Now, sometimes I'll hit it dead on, but sometimes I don't.
That's right. Yeah, like making those tokens and stuff. Like, whew, for the right kind of image, you just sort through like 20 images and you go through so many points.
Yep.
We're up to 10 to 16 inches.
Oh, wow. I just got a weather report. We're getting snow this weekend, up to 10 to 16 inches here in Rapids. That's crazy.
Keep that.
We're gonna ship that all to you, Hillbilly.
Nah. No. That's all right.
It's all right. We got a TCG dude.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Your audio's pretty good, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, you guys just came in. You just came in just in time for the question of the day. The question of the day is:
Hey, everybody. It's Super Fast Tortoise with the question of the day. The question of the day being, what is something you love about Magic the Gathering that is unique to you? Let's go.
That's tough to answer, especially being unique. Well, I guess the deck building, because with the deck building, you can build a deck to go different ways, several different ways, and that's what's unique to me about it, and that's what I enjoy is being able to take a deck, put it together, and then upgrade it to where and make it go the way you want it to go.
oh yeah, deck building is all uniquely up to you, especially if you're building from your own skill level.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty big question. Like, trust me, I know an easy way for TCG to answer this, but I'll let him answer the way he wants to.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, Hillbilly, I hear you, man. The art of deck building is like half of the game, or at least for players, right? If you're just a collector, that it's not for you, but you play, so you get it. That is, yeah, a little difficult to answer because I feel like Magic being over 30 years old now, people have explored it in so many different ways, right? Whether you're just casually seeing them on the shelves at box stores or you're doing, college level breakdowns of sets and stuff. Shout out to Mystic Studies, such a good channel. I guess I'll just kind of loop it into like my first interest in Magic, and the same way that people who love nature or bugs and they want to learn the science of it and they're just intrigued. That's what I had when I first saw Magic cards. I was just so intrigued by these things, because I knew what regular playing cards were, your 52 card deck type thing. But to see the frames and the art and the different mana symbols and costs and the flavor text was always so cool to read, because this is for me, for me it was before a lot of that information was available on the internet, and I didn't even know that Magic novels existed. So all the story building, the context to understand what I was looking at really leaned heavily on flavor text. So I always thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool. What I love about Magic the Gathering that's unique to me is I get to get real life creature types and that I love in real life. Like I have an Angels deck. Like it's not really an Angels deck. It's an enchantment deck that produces Angel tokens. And my win condition is primarily to get Angels out of the token and smash face. Then I got dinosaurs. I got dinosaur deck. Jurassic Park decks. 2 Jurassic Park decks, because Jurassic Park's one of my favorite franchises. I got 2 Jurassic Park decks that wreck face, and I got to have that as part of my collection. Like if I were to stop playing Magic but keep my collection, I could put the decks on the shelf to go with my collection of Jurassic Park and pretty soon Ninja Turtles, you know. And like if I wanted to, I could build a Transformers deck. And the things I love about Magic that's unique to me is they do things that speak out to my interests, like my Dragon deck. So I think having my collectibles represent my collectible life, my interests, my hobbies nowadays is one of those things that are peaking in Magic with like the IPs and stuff like that. Like I started making a Jurassic Park deck before we started going into heavily played IPs. It's like before Secret Layers were really a huge thing, and before Universes Beyond was a thing, I started working on a Jurassic Park deck because it was unique to me, and I went on the themes of the story, and I was able to do that multiple times in multiple decks.
Hell yeah, you must have really liked the Ixalan set then.
Oh, dude, yeah. I love the dinosaur flavors, especially when they come up with fun dinosaurs. And I like the designs of the dinosaurs. Like the newest Ixalan set, they created a cycle of common dinosaurs that just had basic land cycling stapled onto them that I loved. You know, and
what you're telling me is that Colossal Dreadmaw gets a yearly Christmas invite.
One year I had Colossal Dreadmaw on the Christmas tree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and like a couple years ago, I did a 12 Days of Christmas thing where I posted a card of the day on the Christmas tree. But we got so many ornaments now, it's harder to do that. But yeah. So all I'm saying is Magic is so flexible to make things your own that I think the unique thing is finding the stuff you love in Magic.
Hell yeah.
Long-winded, I know. But yeah, you know, and look, another thing TCGdude could answer was, because I told him, I said, no, an easy answer for TCGdude is he's found a way to semi-finance his hobby in Magic by selling Magic cards as well. Not only does he get to play the game supports itself in a way with his hobby.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a positive. You know, as a young whippersnapper, when I first discovered Magic, I was much more into BMXing and skateboarding, and of course video games hasn't changed, but now, you know, in my 30s, I'm not going to be Tony Hawk or Dave Mirra, and I can accept that.
Yeah, I get it. Back in my rollerblading days, because I used to rollerblade like a mad champ, and I was not super good at it. It was super good at doing tricks, but we used to do hops and stuff in the skate park, and you know, back then I wasn't even thinking about Magic. I didn't know what Magic was really, other than it was a card game that existed.
Right.
But you know, we grow up, and it's amazing how out of all of our hobbies that we have, that Magic stood out to be one of the strongest ones in our lives.
Yeah. I remember when I knew about Magic, did not know what Magic was. Didn't even know. I mean, I've seen Magic in stores like Walmart, stuff like that, but did not know what Magic was. Knew it was cards, but that's all I knew. Until I got introduced to Magic, and I got to see Magic and learn how to play it.
All right, let me introduce the topic and more. We're already on the topic basically, but it says let's get down to talking about what makes us Magic players. We have been gifted the game to play and gather with friends. We all have the ability to join friendships and share time and grow bonds. What has shaped your world in Magic the Gathering and sprung up this love of the game to become so invested in the game? Let's get into this and let's have a good time in the Shell Morning Coffee. Like, we have some unique friendships. We have unique bonds. Like, hold on.
Some would say a fast bond. Sorry.
I had a friend send me this little nifty postcard I have sitting in front of me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that looks vaguely familiar.
It looks vaguely familiar. And maybe it's sent from you, you know? TCGdude sent me this in the mail. This little turtle thing, it just sits in front of me. Because it's a turtle. It's a Lagoon Mystic. and it's just pretty cool. Like, he came all the way from his part of the country, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a expense in itself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, as much as some people may knock digital magic or spell table or whatever, which maybe not that many, I do think that it has allowed to bridge folks from one end of the world to the other with magic, and that's super cool. Before the internet was super popular and webcams were available everywhere, you were just kind of stuck with your locals and your friends if your friends played magic,
Right.
You know, something special that used to be big about magic. I don't see it very much anymore today. Maybe because I'm older. I don't know. Maybe because I don't get to traverse the card shop as much. But like one thing that was special about magic growing up is you could be at the store and randomly find someone who's looking at magic cards and spring up a crazy conversation that lasts like 20 minutes talking about the meta or talking about standard cards or your commander deck and just go in depth like you knew this guy forever, but you just met him on the spot. You know?
Mhm.
That was one of the craziest parts about Magic the Gathering is it brought people together in this nerdum way. It's like, oh my God, you like magic? I like magic. Let's be best friends for 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah. What I find is hard for newer players. Let's say the only place they know of is Walmart. That's where they see magic at. Just about every Walmart sells magic. And then they go, then they move. So they moved. They don't know about the LGS. And after they move, they're pretty much dead to the game until they hear about the LGS. I was in that predicament before where I was only knew of Walmart
Right.
until I discovered the LGS.
Mm.
And now I can bring it up online about my LGS and find out that they hold tournaments.
Yeah.
And that's great that Magic is there now. It's digital, where if you do move, if you don't know about the LGSs and everything, you can still play Magic through Arena, and also that Magic Online. And if you meet people, you can play on Spell Table, which is pretty awesome.
Mm. Yeah, Spell Table being pretty awesome. The local game store, I just don't get to go to the game store very much anymore. I still go about once a month to hang out with friends when we do, but it's just really tough to get into the real world of Magic Gathering at the game store, where most of my responsibilities are at home. And my transportation is a bike, and I can't bike everywhere, even though I can bike. Like my funds are low, so I can't just hang out at a store and not be able to spend money.
Right.
Plus if it's like winter time, biking on the snow is kind of hard. Like I know that they have snow tires and whatnot, but it could happen to where you spend $500 to $1,000 on a snow bike, and you're like, all right, my whole winter is set. I have transportation. You go to the LGS, play your commander, go outside to strap up and go home, and your bike's gone. That's the worst feeling, dude. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, that'd be the worst feeling. That would be the worst feeling. Well, even if your bike's not gone, you have to get on a bike that's been sitting out in the cold for hours, and it's going to be cold to sit on and all that fun jazz.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely feel blessed being able to drive. And the LGS, at least there's 3 in my town, and then a couple more in the surrounding area.
Right.
The main one that I go to is just a straight shot down the highway, so it's basically a 20-minute drive for me, and it makes it incredibly convenient. I'm not gonna lie, and because I largely just do draft and occasionally standard, the time slot that I set out is like anywhere between 2 to 4 hours, and that's once or twice a week. Not too bad. It's manageable. I schedule any would-be work time around that, and my partner is very supportive of my hobby. So again, blessed to have that. Not every relationship is healthy in the sense that, your partner is willing to let you just go play cards every week.
Right. It's very true. Because if we could afford it, my wife would let me do Magic at least once a week, at the store. But luckily, I get to do Magic several times a week online from home.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool. Because like you, my closest store is like a 20-minute bike ride away. And that's probably because most of it's uphill.
Oh gosh, the way there sucks, but the way home is great.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's still great. It's still fun. Love interacting with people. I think that's one of the best things about Magic the Gathering, is that gathering aspect that people will talk about and they say is cliche, but hanging out with friends in real life, playing Magic. There's a difference to playing online Magic and real life Magic, where real life Magic, you can actually look at a card. You don't have to click on it to look at it. You can ask your friend if you can read the card, and you get to pick up the card, put it close to your face, and, read the text, and you can see the combos more easier. Life totals are on dice or little thingamajigs, or in my case, my phone. And, it's pretty intense.
Oh, yeah.
When you're playing in game, like in person.
It is.
I mean, playing online is pretty cool and snazzy, but then you got the mess ups of maybe someone's deck is off screen too long, or some cards fall, and maybe you don't see someone shuffling, or the graveyard's off camera, which I deal with all the time on my end. I play as honest as I can, but I remember reading about tournaments being held on spell table and people cheating like crazy there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't see how they can hold tournaments on something like spell table or anything like that. I think it should be, if you want to hold a tournament,
Right.
I know it cuts down on your participations, but I do think it should be in person. I mean, that's just my opinion about it. I don't think arena, spell table, or anything digital be used for tournaments.
Yeah, well, people will do what they do. And like if I held a tournament on a spell table, I would have rules where your deck and graveyard has to be in frame all the time. Like I'm like, it's this weird process, but I'm still learning to shuffle my deck on camera.
Yep.
I'm like a close to the body shuffler. When I have to extend my arms out to shuffle on camera, it's a little more difficult for me.
Right.
Yeah, not everyone has the same dexterity to shuffle, and especially since Commander's a thing, which is a 100-card format, and then you double or triple sleeve your deck, and it's just like you're trying to shuffle a whole book. Oh.
Yeah, like double sleeving. I tried double sleeving once. That was like a ridiculous thing. I thought it was like protecting my cards and being super cool with double sleeving. All I was really doing was creating a problem of cards that had air in them, couldn't get them all air bubbled out. They were slippery because they were rounder than normal because of the second sleeve. It was crazy. It was nuts. It was insane. I'm never gonna double sleeve again. I took this deck, I put in sleeves out of the double sleeves. Just keep it single sleeve. Thank God Dragon Shield makes one of the best sleeves in the business.
Yeah, well, there has been some issues coming up with Dragon Shield. Last I heard, that their sleeves, or some of them, are not permanent legal because some of the sleeves are coming up as different colors.
What?
Yeah, some of the sleeves are coming out as being printed, and they're like different colors. I mean, like say a red sleeve. You may have a red sleeve and another one be a darker red sleeve.
You heard this? Where did you hear this?
One of the YouTubers on YouTube was talking about it.
I'm a little biased.
there's been some rumbles even on the Twitter Magic space about Dragon Shield quality control kind of declining in the last year or so, which is really unfortunate because I was one of those, not a sponsor or an ad read or anything, but I have been supportive of Dragon Shield since kind of day one. As a matter of fact, pretty much ever since I started taking constructed Magic more seriously, I've got a 5-row box full of double-sleeved cards in black Dragon Shields, all of them black Dragon Shields, so I can just swap cards in and out as I please.
Right. Rhinoblitz, what's up? Good morning. So you can do online tournaments, but like doing online tests, you need an environment cam to show you are not manipulating off cam. That's right. That's one of the reasons why my camera, I got a self-facing camera too, so people can see my face, and, you know, see what's going on. But yeah, like I haven't seen any problem with Dragon Shields. About my last video, Christmas gift, someone brought up Dragon Shields, like saying they declined a little bit. But right now, from my perspective, it's all hearsay. At the moment, like I haven't seen a lot of talk about it, especially compared to other lower quality sleeves that are made every day that people knock on every day about, you know, those picture sleeves that are by those what is it? Oh, UBC or something like that. IBC or something. I can't remember the brand name, but like some of those cheapo brands I've heard people talk about, like you know, Dragon Shield sleeves, for me, all I got is good reviews on them because I've had Dragon Shield sleeves for over years now.
Yeah, I haven't had no problems out of my Dragon Shield sleeves. I like Dragon Shield sleeves.
Like one of the biggest problems we've had with any sleeves lately is AI art sleeves.
Yeah,
AR ones.
Yeah, I got one of those sleeves right here.
I ended up having to re-sleeve my dinosaur deck because they went bad.
Yeah, I only use
Unfortunate.
I only use one for my. I only put stuff like my commander or something like that in one of those sleeves.
Yeah,
but, you know, because I ain't shuffling my commander in my deck.
Yeah, the sleeves are basically sleeves like with like a film sticker on it that the art would start peeling off the cards and doing it back.
Yeah, they do. It really kind of disgusts is kind of a strong word, but it makes me disappointed when Dragon Shield, which is a top of the line sleeve brand, does the unique arts. Like I got the Valentine's one a couple years back with the two dragons kind of locking necks or whatever. Yeah. And not only do the sleeves smell, but like you said, they start peeling off. So yeah, man, I'm particularly like the regular mat. Dual mats are all right. I like dual mats if I'm feeling fancy for the draft. But yeah, typically just the black mat Dragon Shield is the way I do it. I will say that out of the 20, 30 plus different 100 packs of Dragon Shield sleeves, I have had one black mat that was miscut. So it was like shorter than the rest of them, which in an isolated, in a vacuum, if I'm only sleeving 100 cards and never going to interchange them, it's fine. But as I mentioned before, I have a whole row box sleeved up the same way so I can interchange cards. That became problematic. So I give them like a 9.5 out of 10 success rate. Like that's just, my personal opinion.
The only problem I ever had with the Dragon Shield sleeve was not a problem of Dragon Shield itself. It was a problem that I had people drafting my cube, eating Cheetos and junk that was ruining the sleeves. And it was pulling on the sleeves and like ruining a shuffle experience, making everything harder. And I had a sleeve eventually tear because the pull on the shuffle from the dirty sleeve ruined the sleeve itself. That's why I created my clean sleeves video a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's still your top video on your channel, buddy. It was like, what, like 5,000, almost 6,000 views, something like that?
Something like that, yeah. That's a video, like back in the day. But yeah, like still today, I've had so many issues in the background with Ultra Pro when I was in the standard, where their sleeves are knocked out. I know, like for example, that the Command Zone talks about their sleeves and quality of their sleeves, but I've had so many problems with Ultra Pro and also Ultimate Guard back then when they used to make sleeves with their sleeve quality that I just never touched them because I had too many issues in the past with them. So I've never went back to them. Maybe they got better, but I know for sure the Eclipse sleeves are good. The Eclipse brand sleeves, those are good. Those were like one at the time when I bought them a couple years ago were Dragon Shield quality, and I would talk them up still today as one of the good brands for sleeves. Dragon Shield's still a good brand, but there are people who are having issues with their sleeve quality. Just a couple people that I know of. I don't know many people, but like I said, all the sleeve issues I've ever personally had were quality issues of the players who were not treating my cube, which was worth at the time like $6,000 badly. Now it's worth less than that because of reprints and stuff.
That's a shame. Yeah, man. Card prices can definitely fluctuate like that. The other day, I picked up some of the new Pokemon set from GameStop because they had just done a restock. I think it was the Mega Evolutions. And I was like, you know what? I haven't bought Pokemon in a couple years, and it's the new era. I don't know how to compare it to Magic, but they'll have different stages. Like the original Pokemon Red versus Blue was one era, and then the Silver and Gold was another era type thing. So now that the Scarlet Violet or Sword and Shield is done, they've got the Mega Evolutions era. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to, I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Bro, I spent $150 on packs. I got a couple bundle boosters and then like a stack of single booster packs. I probably got $10 or $15 worth of Pokemon cards out of that.
Oh, no.
I was like, yeah, nope, never again, dude. This is why I play Magic.
Right. Well,
yeah.
When like Pokemon, the value's in the unopened pack most of the time, but there are times you can pull that chase card. I know
100%.
because like my local game store, I'm a part of their Facebook community, and every time someone rips something slick, they take a picture of it, post it on their website or their Facebook page, and like, look at this person, they opened this on their birthday or something like that.
Wow.
It's pretty chill, and like Pokemon's really cool for the treatments of the card. People love the full art treatments they do on the card. I don't know what they're exactly called, but I see, you know what I'm talking about. They're like full foil and all that jazz.
Yeah, the different card treatments. Now, I'm not knocking Pokemon inherently. I don't know. I just wanted to throw out there that with card market values, you were mentioning your cube dropped dramatically in price. Well, I feel like Pokemon prices drop even more than Magic on average.
That's because Pokemon doesn't have a good reprint policy. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh really hurt itself because of its reprint policy. I don't know if I think they might have fixed it now, but I really don't know. But they made a set where they dropped like mythics to commons and uncommons. At the point like where Geki was like a rare mythic board wipe for Yu-Gi-Oh, and they printed it at a common level, and people were pissed off because it was like a $1 card that went to 50 cents in no time. But now I know for a fact because I looked it up a couple weeks ago. You can find older versions of Regeki for a good penny, but newer versions for cheaper. It's just based off the version nowadays.
Yeah, I want to get more into Yu-Gi-Oh just because I feel as a card game guy, I should be well versed in it, but it's a little bit too much time and money investment, to be honest with you.
Well, it is a weird investment. Like I really don't know any local game store in my area or in a couple other areas of different states that sell Yu-Gi-Oh. That like I know in Utah, all four of the local game stores I know of don't do anything with Yu-Gi-Oh. I know all the game stores here where I live do not do Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, Pokemon's a different story because there's like a living collector's market where Yu-Gi-Oh. I've only met people who've played Yu-Gi-Oh. I've given cards to a person who played Yu-Gi-Oh. I got from an estate sale, but I never really knew anybody who like any store that sells Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it's just and the answer. I asked the question, why don't they have Yu-Gi-Oh? And, to the store, and it says because the prices are always varying and the value's never really there.
Yep.
Too many small cards to make money off of.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of crazy because like a booster box can be $100-$120 on release, and then 6 months or a year later, it's being fire sold for $40-$50.
Right. And that's not a knock on the game because there are people who play the game, you know, people who enjoy the game, like Hillbilly. He loves those 0-turn wins.
Nah, that's why I quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Exactly the reason, because whoever went first won the game automatically, and I'm like, it was like this. I don't want to play the game, so that's why I quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards when they first came out, which I still had them now because they're worth money. But I just gave them away because my wife did not support me playing the game, and me and her got into it over it. So I just said the heck with it and just gave the cards away. I wish I hadn't have. I'm sure that somebody's happy out there.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
But anyway, they changed the game to where you could win on turn one, and I'm like, if you can win on turn one, I'm not having fun. Therefore, the game ain't for me. So I quit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as buying Yu-Gi-Oh around here, I can't buy it at my LGS. Every now and then, I might find some at Walmart, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't even see Yu-Gi-Oh at my local Walmart. I see Lorcana, I see Pokemon, and I see Magic. I see the big three now. Like, that's crazy that Lorcana is one of the big three.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do see a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh there, but it's not much. I mean, it is the brands that you just named off mostly that's there.
Right.
Not to mention the regular cards such as sports cards. I mean, they're always there. But as far as these game cards, they're always selling out pretty quick. The Lorcana, the Pokemon, the Magic. Once those are on the shelf, that shelf pretty much comes empty within a week.
Right.
And because they sell out so quick. I mean, they can't even keep the shelves stocked at Walmart because of that.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill that they still sell Yu-Gi-Oh at your store. But hey,
Yep.
like I don't know any, like none of the game stores in my area even sell packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Then at my Walmart, I have not seen any Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, there could be Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Maybe they're selling out. Like, I know there's Magic cards, and they sell out a lot. Like, Magic sells out a lot, and I know where the spot is. I know when it's empty. I know when it's not there. So, last time I was there, they had Avatar cards there. I'm like, good for them. People who love Avatar will buy Avatar. And now, if I go back, it'd probably be empty.
Yep.
Some people buy it plays.
Yep. I mean, the best way to buy Magic cards at my Walmart is find out when they're going to restock the shelf, because they use outside vendor to do that.
Right.
And outside vendor, they kick you out of the aisle until they're done. But that's the best time to buy Magic cards is right after they're there stocking. When you see them there stocking, stick around there for a little bit, and then once they're done and they're gone, boom, it's all yours.
Well, like when they're like the vendors have to push people away from from them stocking. They used to not really care because they'd always want to do that. But they do it because certain people who scalp or just buy all the product would hang out there and be the first one there and pick up all the product as soon as they can. And they would interfere with the stocking system too. Because like there was a time I used to hang out at my local Walmart when I worked at Walmart when they were stocking, and I just talked with the dude who would stock the aisles of magic stuff and whatnot, and I'd learn about what they got and whatnot. They don't allow that anymore. Either voice always use TOA pre-release event. Oh, nice. To get a sealed one I want. After pre-release a day, I never see and sealed product. Huh.
Well, yeah, another reason why they do that, Tortoise, is cause of safety. They don't want somebody to want a bunch of people to come and rush that out and run over them while they're trying to put the products out.
Well, yeah, I understand that because I remember one time in the morning when my wife and I went to Walmart here, and the person was stocking this new Pokemon stuff, this scalper, and I know he's scalping because he really took all the product for everybody. Anyways, he was standing at like 10 feet distance from this person with a cart watching product, and after the person left, he walked out with a cart full of the Pokemon product. And I know it causes some form of problem because right after that, the time after we went to Walmart, we saw a sign limit X amount of products per person.
Oh yeah, I think it should be like that at all Walmarts. That way they can keep product on the shelf and stop people from going in and buying it all. I mean, I'll agree with that 100%. Because some people want to be able to get the cards and they can't get the cards because somebody goes in and buys all the product.
Well, it was weird. Because like our Walmart went through a weird transformation during a time where they started putting like Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I remember Magic and Lorcana and stuff like that. They started putting them in cases for a while, so you had to get someone to unlock the cases. They stopped doing that because they moved the area right next to the registers so people can see you. But because theft is an issue. That was a big issue because back when they did the cases thing, they had the whole book area where they sold all the books and magazines and stuff, and the games were tucked in a corner where it was hard to see.
Well, with Mount Walmart, way they got it set up is you go in the front by the self checkouts, and then they got a self checkout there in the same aisle with the magic cards. They got a camera because those self checkouts, they got a camera, plus they got another camera shining down that aisleway too. So they got all their angles covered there, which that's great because of theft. I mean, who would want to steal a pack of magic that could have a $300 card in it? Or same thing with Lorcana and these other games.
I don't want to steal magic because I don't want to go to jail.
I mean,
but I see what you're saying though. Like, there's the temptation is there for a lot of folks.
Yeah, but they've been making it harder for people to want to do that because they've been putting it in a more visible situation.
Exactly.
Right. Simple words.
I may have went overboard with that, but you understand what I'm saying? The wrong person to do that.
You're just looping in your head the descriptives. So I get it.
True.
I do that sometimes too. But like Walmart and Target earlier this year, this is fact. Sent out a what do you call it? Like a newsletter talking about how trading card games have boosted their profits over $1 billion. Oh yeah, so it's crazy.
Well, good for them. Good for them having cards. Stuck in the LGS scene is not the best for the environment. Having them accessible everywhere is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Other voice says, my Walmart employees seem to get all the product. Don't see much stealing around me anymore. Well, that's good that you don't see much stealing, but if
that's good.
But
that's good, but it's also bad that the employees are getting all the product.
I mean, if you, Tortoise, this isn't a knock on you because you just mentioned that you were there previously, but you know, I'd say that's a small silver lining for having that job, man.
Oh yeah, it is.
yeah, well, like when I used to work at Walmart in Utah, I would be able to look at the magic product and buy the magic product before I went to work or during lunch break. So I had the ability to be there, you know. When they were stocking, on the days they stocked, I got to pick up product, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, at that time, I wasn't that person who was buying all the product. Even though I had a friend who he would go and buy product for his friends and sell them back to his friends for the same price he paid for. He's just picking them up so they didn't lose the opportunity because they had to work. I did that once and felt bad for a bit. Because I'm like, it's like I saw a kid looking for the product. I'm like, oh no.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, the good news is that folks don't have to feel that type of guilt anymore for just being there when the moment strikes. You know, the internet's a thing, and there's so many different marketplaces that you can get magic from.
Well, what the internet changes compared to the store is internet gives you that fixation of instant gratification nowadays, where going to the store it's not always that way.
Right.
You know, like if you really want that Ninja Turtles product, you know, if you can't find it at your store, you most likely can find it online.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that like with all the ups and downs of buying online, reselling, and so on and so forth, and without getting too deep into it, you know, the positive is you usually can find it online if you really want it. It's like I was watching King Kong yesterday, you know. Where this guy went to jump off a boat, but he didn't fall in the water, and he says he loves theater, and now he's going to miss it because he jumped off the boat. Jack Black's character is like, well, if you really love theater, you would have jumped off the boat. You know. But anyways, my friends, what a chat and chillish day we really had. But we got to get to a point of the day where we got to get to
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the crew.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hey everybody, it's time to get to the shill section, the thrill section. We're gonna shill on this Friday. We're gonna add the stage this little doohickey so TCGdude can tell you all about it.
Hey, thanks, man. All right, yeah, I'm Alex, the TCG dude, out here keeping magic alive. I have really enjoyed all the discourse over Avatar because I went to the pre-release and you know, played and lived the life there, and unfortunately didn't get a win, but I did come home with cards. So you might be able to find those cards, and I'll tell you where here in a second because I got to give these socials that are on the screen. Oh my gosh, I did it in a backwards order. Sorry, fellas, my coffee's not strong enough today. I need a second cup. But yeah, no, seriously, if you just want to talk magic, talk shop, maybe improve your 1v1 game a little bit, you can always hit me up on Discord or X at TCGdude. Occasionally, I'll be playing games over on the Twitch side of the internet at TCGdude907. And if you don't like social medias but want to still contact me, you can do so via email, contact.tcgdude@gmail.com. Lastly, if you look in the description of this episode, you should find the link for my TCG Player store. And this weekend is a very good weekend to be buying singles because on that platform, you actually get 10% back store credit. So please peruse and, you know, hopefully you find something that suits your needs. Otherwise, thanks, Tortoise, for having me on today, bro. Always fun to talk magic.
That's right. And yes, your link is still in the description below.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. With that, we're gonna go over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody, 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'm going to play a new deck on Arena. I made and if you tuned in this morning on this morning's stream, you would have seen that deck. So I brewed it up this morning. And I'm trying to do some new brews every day. But also, I'm including people into my streams via Discord. So if you want to be a part of the stream, have your voice heard. You don't have to show your picture, but have your voice heard. Then all you gotta do is be a member of my Discord, and then you jump into a chat room and be heard on Arena, on the game, on the stream, and also you'll be able to craft a deck with me. But anyway, I'll be streaming at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and that's all I got planned for today.
That's what we got planned for today. Today, my friends, is Friday. Wife is on vacation, so I do not know if there's going to be a game tonight, but I'll let you know in Discord if there's going to be a game tonight, because if there is going to be a game tonight, I will post about it. I'll make a post calling out, because, viewers of the channel, like you who subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you're part of the Discord, right? If you're part of the Discord and you got a camera set up to play Commander, we ask everybody if they want to play, and first come, first serve. If you say you want to play, you're in the game. Yeah. So check it out. But with that, my friends, tonight's on shaky water if we're going to do it or not. But like I said, I will let you know for sure in Discord if there's a game going on, because I'll ask for players. But with that, my friends, I want to thank you for being here today, Hillbilly TCGdudes, and everybody in chat who's been chatting with us, like Nowiki and Heather Void. You guys rock, you guys rule. And I want to thank you for being here with us. I want to remind you that you're awesome, you're amazing, you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change someone else needs today. But with that, I want to thank you, my channel members, for helping the channel the way you do, the channel subscribers for growing the channel the way you do, because you guys are amazing when you share and like these videos. And with that, my friends, let's get to the outros. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's